From the depths of the earth
Oh, God.
to the crests of the mountains,
Legs have gone weird.
these crusading grooms must rise to the challenge. £12,000 and just 3 weeks
I love that girl. I love her.
to plan a wedding worthy of their betrothed.
Oh my God, what's he done? He's just took my dress.
These fair maidens are bound by contract to be legally wedded,
I hate it.
but have no say in their big day.
Is it just gonna all be last minute and just rubbish?
Where's he get green from?
Can these hapless heroes marshal their armies,
Just leave it to dry.
vanquish dragons,
Do as your future mother-in-law tells you.
and conquer all before them?
Get out of my pot!
Or will they be defeated?
I'm not doing it.
Tonight, Joker Lee plans a fairy tale winter wonderland wedding in August,
I want her to walk under the snow.
while all his bride Ellie wants is a small intimate day with no jokes.
If he were to do something to do with dwarves or dressing me up as Snow White, I'd be like, oh my God.
Will his wintry wonderland wow his bride? Or will he just end up with a frosty reception?
I wouldn't be surprised if she cries with happiness.
26-year-old Lee first locked eyes on sales assistant Ellie when he popped into her shop 6 months ago and immediately knew she was the one.
When I met Ellie, it was just a complete life changer. I've been in the shop probably about 4 or 5 times.
More than that. You'd come in 4 times for your phone. You'd come in loads of times, but it were about twice a week for about 5 weeks. You were kind of like running out of like steam with all these excuses of why you were coming in.
I was getting up the courage of asking her out, but I didn't dare. I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I should." And then I noticed she had Snapchat. Text her saying, "Do you have a boyfriend?" Her exact words were, "No, I'm a single Pringle." So I was like, okay.
Lee was determined to mingle with the single Pringle, but on their first date, all he felt was a tingle of fear.
They were trying to get closer, but I think he just didn't like strike out or do anything.
I was thinking, do I kiss on the first date? And I was like, do I not? And I was like, I'm not sure.
I think you were just scared of rejection, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was time to man up. So finally, Ellie did just that.
I just kissed him.
It kind of broke the ice and we knew then that, yeah, something will happen now.
So Ellie may have had to break the ice, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. Just 4 weeks later, Lee popped the question.
I think if anybody else turned around and said, will you marry me after a month, I think I'd have run. But it was just right. With Lee, I just couldn't have been happier.
I knew Ellie was the person for me. She's got a heart of gold and she makes me happy.
And this couple aren't hanging around. Today, 6 months after they first met, there's a baby on the way too.
We were both really excited,
We were
weren't we?
well excited. Well excited. I couldn't explain the words because it was just amazing feeling. I'm not bothered either way if it's tall or small because as long as the baby's healthy, that's all that matters to me.
Lee may have captured Ellie's heart easily enough, but where Lee's dwarfism is concerned, things aren't always so straightforward.
In the beginning, when I did walk around with Lee, it was a bit daunting because I could feel like people were staring and looking at us. But he said to me, you know, I don't see it, so don't let it bother you.
I've had it all my life, so I'm used to being centre of attention. My motto is, you just not take life too serious. I am who I am, and I don't want to change for anyone.
Lee loves playing the Joker and isn't afraid to make fun of himself or his dwarfism.
I have a laugh with Ellie about my height, and Ellie has a laugh with me. I know how to make her laugh, but I also know how to annoy her to the point where I think, nah, I've pushed the boat too far here now.
We'll go shopping and like I'll be looking at clothes or whatever. Then he runs off and he's going, Ellie, it's me cousin, and he stood next to a massive garden gnome. It's really embarrassing, and I tell him, no, you're not doing that.
So the man who loves to embarrass his bride and whose humour knows no limits now has total control over the biggest day in Ellie's life.
My ideal wedding would be like something small and be more about me and Lee getting married because we love each other, not I'm getting married, look at my big dress, look at my cake, look at this, look at that. I want it more just us.
Ellie dreams of an intimate and low-key wedding. But what would be her nightmare?
If you were to do something really stupid, like something to do with like gnomes or something to do with dwarves or, you know, dressing me up as Snow White or something silly. It's just a bit of a joke. It's not really wedding, is it?
So Ellie's hoping for a wedding with no jokes, no gnomes, and nothing silly like a Snow White theme. Right, so what's Lee got planned?
The theme is Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, snap.
It's going to be based all around Ellie being Snow White. It's going to be in a woodland, and I'll be Ellie's Prince Charming at the end of the aisle, waiting for her. Most girls would like their wedding to be a fairy tale, but actually Ellie's is going to be a fairy tale. I don't want it to be normal. I'm not normal. I want it to be outrageous.
So Lee wants an over-the-top fairy tale theme. All for the bride who just wants a low-key, relaxed affair.
If she don't like this, my life is ruined because I'm going to pay for it for the rest of my life.
It's time for the couple to say goodbye.
It's going to be a stressful 3 weeks. So yeah. Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Oh!
Leaving Ellie, who's 4 months pregnant, alone is taking its toll on Lee.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't mess up.
I'm not going to mess up, don't worry.
Don't mess up.
When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the
Bye.
Bye.
They may have only been together for 6 months, but this love-struck couple have hardly spent a day without each other.
we keep this love in a photograph.
He's gone.
These memories for ourselves.
It feels weird, definitely feels weird. Yeah, the 3 weeks is going to be interesting. It's going to be stressful, but also just looking forward to it because obviously it's going to be planning the day for Ellie.
While Ellie stays at home, Lee will be living with his brother and best man, Aaron.
Hey, mate, right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, not too bad.
So the 3 weeks begins. Yeah.
Oh, I've got to deal with you for 3 weeks.
Yeah, you've got to deal with me for 3 weeks, you know. I think we've probably got about 10 things to plan.
10 things. I went on the internet the other day. This is what you need to plan.
Rice/rose petals bubbles. Don't know what it means, but yeah. Well, yeah, it'll be fine.
As Lee gets to grips with the practicalities of actually planning a wedding. Back at home, reality is also sinking in for Ellie and her mum, Tracy.
It's just a bit weird, he's not here. That's it now. We'll have to plan the wedding.
Just hope that everything goes all right.
Yeah, I know. I've never been one for, like, public displays or massive, you know, look at me days or things like that. I just wanted a little wedding. What do you think he's going to do?
I've no idea, but I think it's going to be funny.
I hope they don't get like carried away and...
I think they'll have fun.
Oh yeah, I can guarantee that they'll have fun.
While Ellie still dreams of a low-key and sensible affair, Lee's about to let his best man Aaron in on his over-the-top fairy tale plan.
What do you want to do then?
The idea is Snow White.
And the dwarfs?
Yeah. So Ellie's obviously going to be Snow White. Should go down well.
What are the sort of details are you thinking about putting in?
And we're hopefully going to do it in a woodland area to reenact the Snow White bit. She'll obviously be met by dwarfs, but then she'll have a carpet with snow on it. And then when the ceremony's over, we'll be met by a horse and cart. Do you reckon we'll do it in 3 weeks?
I'm sure we can try and do it in 3 weeks.
We've got to pull it off.
It's a tall order for a short man.
It is a tall order for a short man, but it's going to be achievable.
Aaron may have his doubts, but Lee's feeling confident.
I tend to go full steam ahead. Everything's always a challenge, but I always overcome it. For example, there's a mountain over there. I'm going to climb it and I'm going to go over it.
But it's not a mountain Lee needs, it's an enchanted forest. And one he can turn into a winter wonderland in the middle of summer.
Would that work though? Like that amount of
No,
woods?
really no, because I want quite a lot of woodland. So I don't want it to be grass, 2 trees. That's it. Don't want that.
So you want it to be
A wood.
lots of wood?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Most of the venues that we've seen do not have that amount of woods.
No.
Let's look local. Let's go as close as possible.
Yeah, because you
Just
don't
try
want
and
people
have a
travelling.
look. No.
The boys start the search for a wood that's close to home and big enough for 120 guests. Lee's found a manor house just 2 miles away that has a patch of trees that looked ideal online.
Looks quite nice, doesn't it? I'm Lee.
Sean, I'm the owner. Nice to meet you.
But while it looked perfect on a screen, in reality, it doesn't.
This is just trees, isn't it, really? My question is, could we turn that into a Snow White theme?
And there's another problem, one that's foiled many a fairy tale prince in days of yore. Passing traffic.
It's too close to the road.
Yeah, that's going to get pretty annoying. Cars driving past.
It's not got the enchanted forest that I want. I want to make that Snow White effect. I want her to be Snow White.
It's noisy and there's a distinct lack of trees. For Lee's fairy tale wedding, it's not so much enchanted wood, more absolutely wouldn't.
I think we need to go find literally a field with a forest in it, Lee. We need a blank canvas.
Yeah, we need to now go back to the drawing board and go, right, we want a forest.
While the boys have to head further afield in search of a more magical forest, Ellie just wants a venue that has romance, intimacy and privacy. And it doesn't get much better than Walton Hall, a stately home set on its own private island.
Wow. Right then, Ellie, so this is our private dining room where you would have the wedding breakfast in here. What kind of thing would you like the room to look like for your wedding
Just
breakfast?
like this. Yeah, I wouldn't want something garish and
bright, yeah.
No, just looks nice and clean and crisp, and I'd quite like to keep as traditional as I could. I could just imagine me sat in one of these, like with my wedding dress on, just draped for photos and stuff, and just looking out.
It's perfect for the low-key, intimate wedding Ellie dreams of.
It's out of the way, it's just a private little place on an island.
Well, if it's out of the way that Ellie wants, then Lee may be on the right track. He's driven 50 miles deep into the Yorkshire countryside to Camp Couture, a luxury campsite with a proper forest, all set within a 250-acre secluded estate.
Now, basically, the way I want to do it is to incorporate the Snow White theme here.
Yeah.
So, ideally, red carpet down to the bottom with fake snow down the side.
Yeah, we can do anything like that if you just make us aware, you know, in enough time.
Looking at that location now, I think that'll probably be...
Perfect, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely up for that. It's going to be amazing.
It's perfect for Lee's fairy tale dream. Now he just needs to seal the deal and and get it in the £5,000 budget he's put aside for the venue.
The barn is 3,000.
Yeah.
And the woodland ceremony area is 300. You're looking at 2,400 for your buffet.
Based on 60 people, £6,000. But
But
we
it
got to
is-
double that.
It's got, yeah, which is blowing your budget.
For the 120 guests Lee wants, it could cost him his entire wedding budget. It's a no-go. And still without a venue, Lee's woody dreams are starting to splinter.
No other venue that we even considered. Even on the internet, none of them are coming up to what we need. We have one more venue that we have as a potential view. And we would be so really relying on that last venue.
To try and salvage the fairy tale dream, the boys head off to see their third and final option, Yorkshire Sculpture Park.
Have you got any sort of like woodland areas?
Potentially, yeah.
The theme that it is Snow White.
Oh, right, okay.
So that hence the reason behind the woodland theme.
Okay.
If you go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
Sadly, there isn't an enchanted forest, but they do have an enchanted picnic area. Still, it's ticking all Lee's fairy tale boxes.
This is what I imagined. This is going to be her woody walkway, isn't it?
Woody walkway.
That's what I just said.
I know, taking a mic.
Shut up. Got the woodland.
With the woodland, it's not too open. It's got the trees, and it's enclosed.
This is just phenomenal. We can turn it into a Snow White theme with the props and stuff. Yeah, it's going to take some work, but yeah, we could transform this.
Optimistic Lee can clearly see the potential in his clearing, while Ellie's dream venue would need no work whatsoever.
It's magnificent, it's gorgeous.
You make it more about me and Lee because it's out of the way, secluded. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be quiet. It'll be... I think it'd be more romantic like that. I just want, like, nice pictures, somewhere quiet, but still elegant, but not something that's over the top.
So definitely not something that's over the top. Back at the sculpture park, Lee's woody Snow White vision is growing by the minute.
Are we able to put props up?
Yes.
What about a snow machine? Would you allow that? Because I want her to walk under the snow.
Okay.
Snow White, snow machines, and Snow Way Lee's stopping there.
This will be her walkway, so when she's arriving, obviously we'll have like little rabbits here, may have a deer there, and then literally rabbit, all the way down. Right, do you reckon 30 rabbits,
We need a lot of rabbits.
20 owls, 2 deers?
Oh dears. It's not perfect, and it's open to the public, but it's got trees, a bridge, and the potential to become Lee's very own winter wonderland. Time to talk money.
So our usual wedding fee is 1,800 for the venue,
Right,
and then any catering that you have on top of that.
right.
With Lee hoping to invite everyone he knows, that's an extra £3,000 for the food, making a grand total of...
4,670. Okay. Right. If I was to offer 4.5 for the whole lot,
That's the lowest that we can go.
Deal done. Lee agrees to pay £4,500 for a venue in the middle of a public park for the bride who wants a low-key private affair. Not forgetting he'll also have to fork out even more cash to transform it into a spectacular winter wonderland fit for his fairy tale wedding.
this is everything. It's not a hotel, it's woodland. It's everything that we need. I can't wait to see Ellie walking down that aisle. She'll love it.
Meanwhile, in a land far, far away from Lee's muddy clearing, Ellie's dreaming about her fairy tale wedding night in a luxury and very private honeymoon suite.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hey up.
Oh, it's awesome, this. I can't believe you're gate crashing my lovely four-boozed bed.
Not long and you're going to be Mrs. Powell, babe.
I know.
Now he's found a venue, Lee's on the hunt for the other crucial element of his dream, the Seven Dwarfs.
I'm a dwarf, I'm trying to do a Snow White theme, but it's not a mimic, so I'm not taking a mick out of it at all. It's literally, that's the theme I'm wanting to do.
But after speaking to friends who are also dwarves to ask them to take part,
Right.
it's now got Lee worried his Snow White theme could potentially offend people within the dwarfism community.
Bye-bye.
And his dream of a perfect fairy tale could be in doubt.
They mentioned that they weren't really keen on the idea because it could be taken in a disrespectful way. We don't want people thinking it's a mick because obviously I'm a dwarf and I don't want that taken the wrong way.
Distraught at the thought his wedding would offend anyone, Lee is having to consider cancelling the whole idea.
The theme is good. It's a fairy tale wedding. That's the whole point of it. It's not to take the mick.
We both need to sit down tonight and tomorrow to work out, right, what we're going to do.
You've got to stick with your theme.
Yeah, but we need to change it slightly.
But you need to do it so other people are comfortable with watching it.
Yeah. It has thrown the wedding plans out because that's what I would like, the Snow White theme. It needs to be, we're not there to upset anyone.
After a night of soul-searching, Aaron has helped Lee make a decision about his theme.
It's not a joke, it's showing my love to Ellie in my own single way. Snow White and the dwarfs, because she is my Snow White, she's my queen.
Determined to go with his theme and use the day to celebrate dwarfism, Lee's heading to a specialist agent to see if he can hire actors to play the Seven Dwarfs on the big day.
Hello.
Hiya, I'm Lee.
Hi Lee, I'm Darren.
Still concerned his theme could cause offence, Lee wants to talk face-to-face with the agent before moving forward with his idea.
When we were looking into, like, obviously doing the Snow White theme, there was unfortunately something mentioned that people would see as a gimmick, and if it was a gimmick, I wouldn't even entertain it. I want to do this kind of thing to show that dwarfs are normal people to the guests, to the public, etc.
Yeah.
To show that we do live normal lives.
Well, I'm sure it won't be a gimmick because if the people and your guests know you and know you well, they know that it's not going to be a gimmick. You know? They understand why it's being done for.
Yeah.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Basically, when she arrives, she'll arrive on a horse and carriage, and they'll meet her at the horse and carriage, and then walk through the woods.
Yeah.
And then when at the ceremony, just to stand behind us, and then basically that's all they would literally required to do.
Okay.
So I'm looking to hire 7.
Yes.
So the price really?
Well, the price would be £1,600.
Yeah.
So it'd be like £225 per person.
Got a deal.
Okay. So you're happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So Lee hires 7 actors to play the Seven Dwarfs for £1,600. It's taken a huge chunk out of his budget, but Lee's ambitious plans are back on track. A few miles up the road, Ellie's with her bridesmaids for a bit of pampering and thinking about how she'd like her low-key day to be.
I just want it to look like a wedding, like him to act like it's a wedding. If he sees something which he thinks is absolutely amazing, he will just still go ahead with it and be like, oh my God, that's amazing, and he'll just do it. Yeah. And then he'll think after, what have I done? I just want it to be romantic. I want her crying, I want you crying, I want everybody all emotional, because we're all lovey-dovey. Well, you will, yeah.
They may be crying all right, because Ellie's intimate wedding may be about to disappear under a blanket of snow. Lee's come to a company more used to working on blockbuster movies than budget weddings to transform his summer ceremony into a snowy spectacular.
So when you're ready, turn around.
First up, fake snow to transform the summer woodland into a magical winter grotto.
This would be where she's going to be walking through now, right? And it looks like it's been shoveled for her. What do you think?
That's amazing.
Next, real snowballs in place of confetti.
Oh, it's brilliant.
There are snow blowers to create a romantic snowstorm.
That's nice. Just look down there, look, it looks like it's actually snowing.
And there's even a spectacular ice cave, perfect for those wintry wedding pics.
Oh, wow.
You can put a shimmer on them, so we can put some ice sparkle on them so it can look glittery if you've got lights.
I think this is the difference between having a woodland area and having an absolute magical. This is amazing.
The boys are blown away by the wintry possibilities. But what about the budget? Time to talk cold, hard cash.
If we was to have every single thing, excluding the real snow,
Yeah.
what price would we be looking at?
If you wanted everything that you saw today, you're going to be looking between sort of £10,000 to £12,000.
Jeez.
So what's your budget for this then?
1,500 for the max.
Well, I think we're at a point now where, you know, you're going to have to seriously think about the look that you want.
Desperate to keep the dream alive, Lee has to scale down his plans.
You want the area frosting.
Yeah.
Okay. A snow blower, falling snow to cover. Should we just go with one of them?
One of them. The wax and the 2 machines.
Okay. We will do our very best.
Please.
Lee's agreed £1,700 for a massively scaled down version of what he's just seen. Still, at least he'll have a few flakes. And you never know, it might snow for real in the middle of August.
She won't be able to provide as much, but she'll make sure the area's covered and make the area look cold. So I need to look at my budget now. It's getting tight.
While Lee's having to cut back, Ellie's still worried about just how far her man will go.
He plays the class clown, like, to make everybody laugh. But I wouldn't want that to be part of my wedding, like him hidden behind a garden gnome or something at the end of the aisle.
I don't think it will.
I hope not. I just hope there's not, like, a stupid theme that runs throughout. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, don't worry. There's no stupid themes here. Just a groom determined to fill his enchanted woodland wedding with fake snow, 7 dwarfs, and now some essential fairy tale themed extras.
Like a kid in a sweet shop. When he walks in, he wants a certain...
Oh, big archway.
Yeah, like a massive arch.
If you just come down here, this thing comes together and creates one big arch.
That would look good.
Yeah, that would look good. And that's where we do our vows.
Along with an icy arch for the couple to say their vows under, this place has everything Lee needs for a fairy tale wedding. And plastic lions.
That, 2 reindeers, the door, the mirror.
Backdrops.
Yeah.
Now Lee just needs to agree a price to secure his Snow White setting.
Without delivery and installation would be £1,975.
What?
I don't know what budget you've got.
I've got literally like 800 quid.
£800.
If you could do it all, between 700 and 800, you got a deal.
I can't do all that for
No,
£700.
Right, okay. What's the
Because
biggest?
staffing-wise, setting it all up, taking vans out,
What's
and
the
everything
biggest
like that.
one?
To get to the budget that you want, you will have to drop some items.
Once more, Lee's discovered that his ambitious idea comes with a price tag to match. He's going to have to compromise on his vision again.
Right, okay, I need the backdrops.
That's one thing you need.
I need the arch.
The thing. You need that to do what you do.
And the mirror.
You'd be looking at about £1,000 discounted.
Lee stretches his budget to breaking point, whittles down his wish list, and finally agrees a price of £1,000. He's determined to make his theme work. But the stress of having to constantly cut back is taking its toll. How do you feel, mate?
Upset, because obviously I can't do everything that I want to do. We'll pull it off.
With less than 2 weeks to go, Lee spent half his budget on Seven Dwarfs, a snowy woodland, and plastic props for the ceremony. The thing is, all Ellie really cares about is how she'll look in the dress that he's not yet bought.
I think the most important for me is with the dresses, it fits and I don't look like a big fat pregnant effer, and I look nice and I look girly for a day, because I don't tend to look very girly that often.
Are you worried if they take it seriously or not when choosing the dress?
Them two, I ain't got a clue about anything to do with female fashion or dresses. That's the problem I'm at, like, in my head, that he's not got a clue on how big I actually am. So he'd probably just pick some up and go, yeah, that's about Ellie's size.
The boys may not have a clue about fashion, but they know exactly what's at stake if they get the dress wrong.
Get the wedding dress secured today.
Yeah. If we don't get this wedding dress right,
it's game over.
Getting the dress right is a serious business, so they've come to a bridal outlet in Castleford with thousands of dresses to choose from.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. We're for a dress.
Here for a wedding dress?
Yes.
But finding a dress fit for a fairy tale princess, and a pregnant princess at that, is a daunting task.
there's a lot of dresses.
There is.
There's so many different styles.
Who would think dress shopping could be so hard?
I wish I were a princess.
Well, it was never going to be easy. Ellie's desperate for a dress that fits her taste and her growing baby bump. She's brought Mum Tracy and her bridesmaids to find the dress she would choose if she was in charge.
I'm wanting something that's not too, like, puffy, but, you know, it's... so nobody can see my bum.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't like the ones that are like a corset and then it just kind of goes boom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, we don't have any like that.
No, I don't like those ones at all.
Right, so nothing that goes in and then out.
Have you got anything that goes in?
Yeah.
And then out?
Perfect.
This is princess cut, so it's very tight here as a bodice and then very full at the bottom.
Ellie wants an elegant dress she feels comfortable in while pregnant. But Lee, well, Lee wants to dress her up as Snow White, unsurprisingly. And he's confident he knows the style that would fit not just his theme, but also his bride.
Have you ever seen Ellie in a dress?
Not in a wedding dress, no.
But any sort of dress?
Yeah.
Like, what style does she go with?
She goes
plain.
I quite like lace, I don't like, you know...
Plain, you like... Do you like any bling, or do you just prefer the lace?
Maybe a little bit, but I do like the lace and like the flowery lacy bits on it. So.
Okay.
While Ellie looks for a gown with lots of bits on it, Lee's looking for something with next to nothing on it.
Do you like the plainness?
I'm liking the plainness.
You like no detail at all?
No.
That's beautiful, Lee.
That is beautiful. Nice, isn't it? To see.
Fairy tale?
Yeah.
While Lee loves the simplicity, Ellie's found a dress with just the right amount of detail. And for Ellie, the right amount is loads.
I like that. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really lovely. That's really nice.
She's fallen for a flowing vintage-style gown covered in lace detail, perfect for hiding her baby bump and making her feel comfortable on the big day.
I don't feel frumpy or fat anywhere on this dress.
Or pregnant. Now that's a princess dress.
I know, yeah.
But not quite the princess dress Lee's got in mind. He might have picked a gown without a touch of bling or lace, but it turns out he's got one or two little details to add himself.
How are you thinking of incorporating the red, blue?
Just in the...
Putting that on?
On the top of her shoulder, over her shoulders.
To transform Ellie completely into his classic fairy tale Snow White, Lee's giving her wedding dress a touch of colour.
What do you think?
That's nice.
I think we're getting there, Lee.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
I'm getting butterflies in my stomach because I'm that excited.
I think she's going to love it.
Let's hope it doesn't leave Ellie feeling red, white and blue. Meanwhile, the thought that she may not get her dream dress has all got too much for the bride-to-be.
Never thought I'd be crying over a chuffing dress. But I suppose I only get to wear it once.
And we can all see how horrendous it's going to be if he gets it so wrong.
But Lee's sold on his Snow White ensemble. Almost. Because once again, he's feeling the wedding pinch in his wallet.
So what's the price, all that in?
The total price should be 1,105.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm trying to bargain.
Go on.
800.
Playing hardball with the one thing Ellie cares about the most. Cheeky.
I've got to squeeze you a little bit up from 800.
825.
Let's meet him halfway.
830.
830.
Yeah.
You got a deal.
So Lee parts with over £800 for the dress. Now he's just wishing it's money well spent.
I just hope I don't get a phone call to say, Lee, she friggin' hates the dress. If she don't like the dress, then that's going to be a heartbreaker.
It's the final week of planning, but for now, the wedding will have to take a back seat. All rules are set aside so the bride and groom can both attend a crucial scan of their unborn baby.
We're off to the baby scan, where I'll meet Ellie and we find out what baby we're having.
I'm really excited. I just want to know what it is. It's more. I want to know if it's a girl and a boy, and I want to know if it's got the same condition as Lee.
Me and Ellie aren't fussed either way, if it's got dwarfism or if it hasn't, as long as the baby is fit and healthy. But we are going to find out, hopefully today, if it has got my condition or not.
Lee and Ellie haven't seen each other for over 2 weeks.
Let's see what we've got here. Sex-wise?
Boy.
Trouble, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's there.
It's pretty obvious.
So will you be able to tell today if it's an average height baby or...
We'll be able to say whether the long bones are growing correctly, which is most important, yeah. And so far they all are.
Yeah. Bye. Love you. Bye.
I'm just ringing to let you know that you've got a grandson on the way. I thought you might be happy with that.
Okay, it's emotional. I didn't even talk about it. Obviously, we just found out we're having a baby. Obviously, we knew we were having a baby, sorry. We found out that we're having a baby boy. Yes, and we're naming it Tobias. I think, obviously, with what's going on, regards to stress, obviously planning the wedding, this is a massive day for us both. To find out we're having, yeah, well happy. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this wedding planned.
There's been no discussion of the wedding, and finding out that Ellie and their baby are safe has Lee more determined than ever to give her a truly magical day. In the meantime, Ellie's about to get her first taste of Lee's planning skills. It's time for the hen do.
So we're going to Norman and Wakefield or Leeds. Oh God, I thank God we passed bingo. Oh no! Lovely. Can't believe he's brought me to chuffing bingo. He'll have done it to wind me up. Because that's his sense of humour, to wind me up.
This is so embarrassing.
Lee's missed the jackpot and organised a night of chuffing bingo. Unlucky for some.
On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being very happy.
If there were a minus, it'd be a minus right now.
Hey, don't knock bingo. Bingo's awesome.
Lee might not have thrown in any surprises to spice the night up, but the staff at the bingo hall have come to the hen's rescue. Hubba hubba. Despite the game efforts of the bingo boys, Ellie's not impressed.
Apparently, somebody said that he thought that I really enjoyed bingo. I've never been to bingo in my life, so I don't know where he's got that from. Do you know what? I'd have been happy if they'd give me money and I'd just played out slot machines all night. It means that he's done whatever he wanted because he ain't got a clue what I want, clearly.
With only £2,000 left and a few days to go, Lee finally gets round to sorting some actual wedding basics. First, the flowers.
The woodland theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking at 760.
525. Got a deal.
525.
525. Done.
The bridesmaids' dresses.
This dress is less than the other ones and it's coming up at 575 for 6.
All right, we'll do a deal.
And the rings.
Today we'll be happy to do the both of them for 650.
Done.
With 2 days left before the wedding, the very last penny of the budget is spent, leaving Lee with nothing. It's the day before the wedding. The bride-to-be is about to see her dress for the very first time. Mum and bridesmaid Amy have come along for moral support, but Ellie's first reaction doesn't bode well.
I've been here before. I think I tried near enough every dress on in the shop, and I were in here about 3 hours and I couldn't find a dress I liked. So I'm very nervous now. I just hope I don't look like a sack of spuds in it, and you can see all my lumps and bumps and I'll look horrible in it. I hope it's something that hides all sins.
Pregnant Ellie dreamed of a lacy dress in a vintage style that she'd feel comfortable in on her big day.
If it's very plain, like a slim fitting, sort of plain dress, I'd hate something like that. It's not gonna feel as special.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Start your fitting? Yeah. Okay, do you want to come this way?
This is the most important bit for everybody. Because everybody's going to have eyes on her.
I weren't this nervous trying my own flipping wedding dress on. Right, just this way. Ready?
Yeah. Just do it.
What do you think?
It's just very, very plain and boring. It's almost as if it's that plain and boring, he's probably run out of money and that's cheapest dress that he's picked.
Well, we haven't heard no. But I don't know if it's... She could be quiet, shock, quiet. I hope it's not upset quiet.
It just looks like net curtains. Looks like granny netting.
Well, it doesn't look like granny netting when it's on.
You don't look happy. At all.
It fits.
It does look nice. It does look really nice.
That bit's annoying me because it's just making it stick out over my bum. So it makes me feel and look fatter than I actually am. I just feel like a big puffy marshmallow.
But is it comfy?
It'll do.
You look like a princess.
I don't feel like one.
Lee's choice of dress for his fairy tale princess has backfired.
Is there anything else to go with it?
Has he left anything?
There is a few items that Lee has requested. I'll bring them out for you now.
Right, okay.
This could change the total look of it. Be optimistic, please.
Will Lee's Snow White inspired extras do anything to transform the dress into something Ellie will feel comfortable wearing?
I'll have the...
Can't even see the blue. It's like right under my pillow.
Oh my god.
Red.
There's a twist in there.
Oh! What is it done?
That's changed it.
What a twat! Oh my god! Oh! Fucking hell. I can't move my arms.
I'll loosen that off and down.
Whoa!
As she gets to see the full effect in the mirror on the wall,
Oh, look at that face now.
He's a good one in here.
Oh.
it seems that Lee's unusual choice of extras has given Ellie's dress the wow factor she needed.
I like the fact that it's got colour on it. It's not just a boring plain dress, and he's remembered the one thing that I wanted was a veil. And the bouquet is awesome.
But it's left the rest of the bridal party suspecting Lee's wedding could be a far cry from the traditional day Ellie was hoping for.
Oh my god. What tomorrow is going to bring, I have no idea.
After 3 weeks of planning and every penny of his £12,000 budget spent, the gamble of his fairy tale wedding theme is weighing heavily on Lee.
Budget's run dry, which has obviously upset me because obviously I want to make sure that Ellie has the best day. It's getting emotional because obviously I've done so much through 3 weeks and just hope that she loves it. Obviously so much effort has gone into it. £11,650 has been spent on Ellie. 350 quid on myself. The most important thing is seeing her with that smile on her face. Hopefully she'll have a smile on her face.
It's the morning of the wedding. Lee has just a few hours to transform his picnic area into a woody winter wonderland fit for his Snow White.
I want the mirror on the corner, up the top. When I say mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Is that the one? Something like that? Yeah. Everyone's going to be working hard now. If we fall behind schedule, there could be trouble. So we need to be ahead of schedule, not behind.
In fact, he's so concerned about his schedule, he's even sent his bride her own timetable for the day.
Read it then.
Hello, darling. It's your wedding day where you're marrying your dwarf lover. Makeup's at 11:30, 1:30 to 2:30. Get dressed. Oh, he's giving me an hour to get dressed.
But his budget-busting theme means he's had to make some compromises.
Bridesmaids will leave via taxi. Unfortunately, they need to pay for the taxi.
That's 40 quid between us.
Oh dear.
News that the bridesmaids will be leaving before the bride and paying for it themselves has left them looking as sour as a punnet of poisoned apples.
40 quid in a taxi. It just makes you think what is actually planned. We're not happy leaving 15 minutes before you're due to leave. Bridesmaids don't do that.
Bridesmaids leave after you, so he's got no chance.
He's worked so hard for 3 weeks. I don't know what he's doing, but if anything goes wrong, because people have been stubborn, it might fuck my wedding up, and I ain't having it.
Bridesmaids don't leave the bride at the important part.
I'm not having any arguments. You go in when he tells you to.
Back at the wedding venue, Lee is getting busy with the snow machine in an effort to transform his August picnic area into a winter wonderland.
Sorted.
And he's hoping that Ellie turns up as Snow White and not the Ice Queen.
I basically want Ellie to feel the part of the fairy tale. She hates being centre of attention, but I want her to be centre of attention today because it's her day, and I want her to realise how much effort I've put into this. I wouldn't be surprised if she cries with happiness.
And Lee won't be waiting long to find out,
You ready?
Yes! As Ellie's transformation to Snow White is complete.
Wow. Wow. He's doing a good job, isn't he?
He's done a great job. Nice set of
Girls. We always knew we were going to do
It's
that.
not Ellie. The girls have to be out.
Marvellous.
As the bridesmaids head off to the wedding in their own cab, Ellie's met by her luxury transport. Well, it's the same as Lee's car, which Ellie hates. And it's not big. In fact, it's literally mini.
What a shithead. Look what it is.
How are you going to get in that?
I don't know. Am I getting wedged in this side then?
It looks like it. I'll try and...
I don't know if there's going to be room for you in here, Dad. Oh, God. Stuff me dress in.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. You'll be saying that when I throw Paul inside this mini. Can't believe he's wedged me in a massive dress in a chuffing mini.
At the venue, Lee's transformed himself into Prince Charming. But there's a slight problem with his princely transport.
It's a massive horse. Am I a little nervous? Yeah. I think I'll be more nervous when I get on the horse.
Just lift your leg up there, Lee, if you will. Sit back, sit up straight.
Oh, means I can't, because I'm short arms. Yeah, let's go.
I think it's called Barnsley.
I'm not convinced yet.
I'm trying to think what's in chuffing Barnsley.
Lee arrives, met by his guests and hundreds of curious members of the public.
He definitely made an entrance coming on that horse, but I don't know what to expect. He's wearing a cape. I don't have a clue.
Ellie's going to arrive in a horse and carriage. She'll basically arrive up here. It'll come up in about, should be here in about 10 minutes.
Obviously, as Snow White arrives, if you could all be like, oh my God, it's Snow White, and obviously make a fuss.
Right, good luck.
With Prince Charming and the Seven Dwarfs all in place, the only thing missing is Snow White. And she's about to realise she's not getting the small, intimate manor house affair she dreamed of.
So it's Yorkshire Sculpture Park up ahead.
Yorkshire Sculpture Park.
Oh
my God.
What?
Wow.
Wow. Still got your shoes and things?
Yeah. This is awesome. At least I might fit better in this. Wow. Pull, pull, pull. Ah! This is loads better than that mini. I don't know where I'm going now. I don't even know where I am. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Ah!
Jesus.
Lee clearly didn't think this through, did he?
So the bride who didn't want to be the centre of attention on her wedding day arrives in a see-through carriage, dressed as a fairy tale princess, gawped at by hundreds of total strangers.
Oh, I don't want to people.
And when she sees her 7 special ushers, the penny finally drops about Lee's theme.
Oh, my God! Is there 7 dwarfs there?
Oh, yes.
There's 7 dwarfs! 7 dwarfs waving at me. Where's my dwarf? Where's my dwarf? Where's he gone?
There we go, come on. It's Snow White.
as the snow magically begins to fall on a hot August afternoon.
Leave my hair alone.
The Seven Dwarfs lead Snow White to the edge of the enchanted forest the groom has created.
Hey, look! You've got to say it.
No, Snow White, what do you say? What do you say?
Say it.
I don't know.
Say it.
I don't know what to say. I don't. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
After 3 weeks, 7 dwarves and thousands of flakes of fake snow, Lee's winter woodland transformation is complete.
Oh my God, the snow! I'm so excited. I just want to see him now.
Finally, Snow White can marry her Prince Charming.
The dress fitted. Good job, Claire.
Oh, he looks so cute.
Lee, please take Ellie's hands. I, Lee, take you to be my lawfully wedded wife.
I, Lee, take you to be my lawful wedded wife.
I will love.
I will love.
Respect.
Respect.
Comfort and care for you.
Comfort and care for you.
In whatever life brings.
In whatever life brings.
Go and give that to Uncle Lee. Give him to Uncle Lee.
Danielle, I give you this ring as a lasting reminder
of the promises we've made today.
Of the promises we have made today.
I'm now pleased to announce you husband and wife. Lee, you can kiss the bride.
What were with the mini?
I took the shop somehow. Did you get in it?
Unfortunately.
Yeah?
Just.
Oh, don't worry. It could have been worse.
You did well.
Yeah.
You got me to cry. It worked.
Alex. Snowballs.
It's outdone every girl's fairy tale dream. It's done really good, and she's happy. You can see she's happy. It is a fairy tale, isn't it?
It is. It really is a fairy tale. I wasn't expecting the snow, though.
No, I wasn't expecting the snow.
In
sunny
hot
August
weather, yeah.
Very happy. You did well, didn't you?
I did.
And there was like the dwarves and the bridesmaids there. I thought that was awesome.
Why don't you use that thing?
Let me guess. Or is it because I've got black hair and I wear red lipstick?
No, it wasn't. No, it was just to show you. Obviously, I'm not dressed as one of the dwarfs.
No,
I'm
you
your
are my
prince.
Prince Charming. Yes, I understand that.
Seriously, it's just like to show you my love to you, really.
Aww.
And obviously show you how much you mean and do it in my own special way.
So Lee's Snow White theme has made Ellie feel all warm inside. But things could turn frosty if she doesn't think his wintry reception is the fairest of them all.
Wow. This is awesome. It's like a winter wonderland. Look, I've got my enchanted mirror. My God. Okay. Oh, it's a mistake. He's got brown hair on it as a ginge.
So what do you think?
The boy did good.
Did good?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Do you like the wintry feeling?
I do.
Snow Whitey feeling?
Well done.
I love you. I love you.
Give a round of applause all for Lee and Ellie, everybody.
Everything's been perfect. Not a single complaint. It's been brilliant. Amazing. He's done me proud. I think he's definitely done Ellie proud. Ellie never cries. Come on, she's cried 3 times today. It's not hormones. She's happy. Very happy.
For summing it up, it's been hard, emotional, but it's been so worth it.
It was such good fun. It brought us together, and I've enjoyed it. I
paid
couldn't
off.
be prouder. I honestly could not be prouder of him.
Well done. You've done it. Your brother's now a married man. Now you need to get your act together.
I'm not getting married.
But how has the bride, who wanted a small private wedding, coped with her very public ceremony and a day dressed as Snow White?
I just didn't even know what to expect because it could have been anything with him.
What did you enjoy the most?
Seeing you in your little outfit with your little cape, but you just look so cute. It just kind of got me going. And I actually cried.
I just wanted to show you how much I loved you, really.
Well, you did a very good job at doing that then.
Good. You made my life complete, Ollie.
I love you.
A few days later, the couple made their fairy tale marriage official. Next time, Jack the lad Tommy dreams of a wet and wild water skiing wedding.
I think you're crazy, Dad.
While all his bride-to-be Hannah wants is a relaxed day when she'll look her best.
I've got really high expectations.
Can this man
What is the cheapest dress you've got?
give this woman
I hate it.
the wedding of her dreams?
That's how you do it, Tommy! Oh my God!
Or will it all be a total washout?
Are you sure you want to marry this girl, Tommy?
I don't know if I want to marry her now.
I wish I